Hello everyone, I've got a bit of an update for you today. Just a couple things I wanted to go over. First of all, apologies for it being so long since the last upload. I've been really locked in at school, so I haven't had a lot of time for game development. But that's some unrelated stuff. First of all, some cool news. The company Mipsel.xyz that I technically work for, even though it's just a way to separate myself from financial stuff and all that stuff. It now has a logo, so that's super cool. But in terms of the actual game itself, I've started work on a new game. By the way, totally completely abandoned Godot since the last video. That was very difficult to learn. I missed my semi-brackets and semicolons. But I'm back to Unity now. And I've started a new project called Cappy Melon. It's a sort of like quick game that you play whenever you're bored, where you play as a capybara, and your goal is to destroy watermelons that are trying to hurt you. Because the watermelons are very evil and dark and twisted, because they want to hurt a capybara, and they're adorable. So the main goal is to kill them because you're their ops and they're your ops. So that's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be like a top-down perspective, sort of like in the way Brotato is. Not really top-down, but you probably know what I mean. And so that's gonna be exciting. I have to turn off gravity, but I made a movement system where you're able to just freely go up and down. Gravity is kind of freaking it over right now, but once I turn it to 0, it should be fine. I'll show you the movement real quick. By the way, I have animations now. Pretty cool. I haven't fully rigged them so that they work with changing animations, because it's based off of a speed variable, which I haven't actually implemented into the script yet. I'm following a Brachy's tutorial. Shout out to him. So glad he's back. Also, fair warning, I did not create this capybara sprite. It is lovely and amazing and made by someone on Itch.io I do not remember the name of, but I will leave a link to it in the description, as well as properly credit them in the credits of the game and all that jazz. But I really like it. I think it suits the aesthetic of the game super well. And also, by the way, I probably should have mentioned this before. You may notice this is the background from just a simple 2D platformer, and that the platform the capybara is standing on is just a screenshot of my Sprite window. These are just placeholders. The background, it's not going to be recycled. I actually plan on having my bestie Lilla draw something for me. It's a paid commission thing. But she's very talented, so she's probably gonna be the one to draw the background for the game. It's gonna work really nice, because I like her art style a lot. And the platform, most of those textures are gonna be done by me, just because they're a lot simpler than fancy schmancy backgrounds and all that. But yeah, this is just a placeholder. This is actually a screenshot I took to know how to overlay colors onto the buttons, because I can actually show you the main menu real quick. I'll go out of play mode. I should save the scene first. Main menu. I created these custom buttons, so I can show you how they actually work. If you click quit, it doesn't show in the editor, obviously, but it will just do an application.quit. Pretty simple, just closes the game for you, but it goes through all of the necessary steps to make sure you don't lose anything beforehand that Unity bakes into that. And if you press start, it loads you into what will become like a run kind of thing, like a roguelike sort of. I haven't really decided on the core gameplay loop in that regard of it. But right now it just loads you into the gameplay scene, as you see up here. And also a cool thing that I've implemented, which I put into just simple 2D platformer, because it's a really nice feature. It's a pause menu. Completely sets the time scale to 0 whenever you're in it. Once the background's different, I'll decide if I change the text color or not, because it's covered by the temporary clouds. But I made a menu button. It's just a simple on-click function that sends you back to the main menu. And then, not sure what happened there. That's a bug I'll have to figure out, I suppose. But basically, wait, actually, I remember what happened. I haven't set it so that it changes the timescale back to 1 unless you go out of the pause menu. So, if you press that button, it should set the timescale to 1. I'll actually do that right now. What is it again? Oh yeah. There we go. And that should fix it. Making progress. Okay, so start menu. Yeah, now it works properly. And the movement, it's kind of janky right now because, again, the animations haven't fully finished yet. But also, I'm using the translate function because it just really simplifies it a lot more than the adding forces that can get really tricky. But I'm going to make it so it's multiplied by speed as well as delta time, just getting it to a point where it feels natural, and I'm going to make speed a variable so that I can make it expandable if I ever do decide to add any like speed power-ups or anything fun like that. So it will be faster, it's not going to be this jank. I'll find a way to smooth it out and have it take less time to recognize the input. As you can see, there's kind of a delay there. So I'll fix all of those issues there. And then that'll be really nice progress. But yeah, I've been working on this quite a bit off and on recently. I've been really locked into it. So that's really nice, staying productive. This is also going to have a full Steam release actually coinciding with its itch.io release. I'm still figuring out all of the fun details about just simple 2D platformer being put on Steam. Just a bunch of legal hoops as well as technical hoops I have to jump through, but I have the license and everything fully registered with Steamworks. I just have to have it tested a couple weeks before the release date, which I haven't gotten around to. But that's exciting news. So if you wanted to get it on Steam, once I get all the depots working and all that other nerd stuff and get it tested, it should be up. My goal was for May, but it's kind of past that point now with it having a 2-week wait time at minimum. But shooting for sometime this summer. And if you want to play it now, I'll also put a link to it in the description. It's on itch.io. Or itch.io, however you want to pronounce it. I'm sure you already know that if you're watching the channel, but if you're new, then hi. It's a game that I released prior to this one. It's really nice, just a quick little speedrunning game that you can play. There's a leaderboard, kind of dead right now, so if you want world record, you can take it. But it's going to be very hard because the tech people I've discovered is really cool. But yeah. I don't know what really else to say other than this is going to be a great game. I plan on also making it Mac compatible too. I'm not really sure how I'll go about that. I don't have a Mac machine quite yet. I'm waiting until college so I can get like an M4 Pro or whatever fancy stuff's out at that point. But yeah, I'm trying to make it Mac compatible because I know not a lot of stuff is Mac compatible, which is annoying. So I'm going to do that, and then by it being Mac compatible, it should also be compatible with Linux natively without using Wine or anything like that, so that's nice. And I'm going to make sure it's 64-bit, because on Mac, Steam doesn't support 32-bit programs on it anymore, which is very weird. I don't know what that's all about. But, I'm kind of yapping, but yeah, main points. I've been working on this game recently. It's turning out really well given the only like week or so that I've been spending on it so far, and I'm very excited to see how the progresses. And I'm going to try and make it compatible with Mac and Linux. I might need some help with that. I want it to be an open source project, especially since I'm using a asset from someone who said it is free for personal as well as commercial use. Still just want to make sure they get all the credit they deserve, so having it be a fully open source project just with a semi-restrictive license on everything other than that part of it, I think would be a nice way to go about things. And also, it's going to be called Cappy Melon, because capybara fighting watermelons. Pretty cool. I haven't come up with official art yet, but that'll be exciting when I do. I'll probably use the background that I have to draw as part of the marketing materials like I did when I drew this background. It's gonna be the background you'll see it like everywhere for just simple 2D platformer. So yeah, that's exciting. Don't really have too much else to say. Thank you for sticking with me through all these projects. I'm really dedicated to this one. I'm very excited for it. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day or night. I'm going to be uploading this at 10 p.m. because I don't care about SEO that much. I just want to get it out there for all of y'all to like watch it if you're on late at night, or watch it in the morning when you wake up. But yeah, whatever time of day it is for you, I hope it's lovely. Have a amazing day. Thank you for watching.